Hey everyone, welcome back. I've been farming a lot, and in this video I'm going to go over what I think are the ideal cores for Evan, as well as doing some more core openings. I have a lot there. But just to quickly give you an idea of how much I've been farming, that's like 1/3 of Nodestones that I've gotten so far, and I'm at 15 out of 20 for level 4. Working towards level 4 anyways. And this is only like I've only done 2 days of daily quests. I've been farming for probably like 5 hours. So, made a lot of progress on the symbol. I was hoping to get more Arcane Force because I kind of wanted to train in some of the later maps, but Evan's mobbing damage isn't that good. But unfortunately this is about the best I could do, which is still really good, but man, it's so painful to farm these things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open these cores. We'll try and speed through them because I don't really need to look at all of them, but it's not really the fastest process. So basically, while I'm doing this, I'll kind of just go over the system again, I guess. What you're seeing here is an enhancement core, or node, I guess. I'm gonna call them cores a lot because that's what they were in KMS, but anyways, these are enhancement nodes, and they enhance 3 random skills for a random class. When you open stones, you're more likely to get cores for your class. Oh, that's the first time I've gotten blink. So I'm more likely to get Evan skills, basically, although I haven't really gotten any in a few, but there you go, Evan skills. So yeah, you're more likely to get skills for your class, but what enhancement cores do is they increase the final damage of the 3 skills that are shown there. And then there's also common skills, like you saw me get Blink a minute ago, and Sharp Eyes, maybe it was Speed Infusion, I'm not sure which one I just got. But there's a version of all of the decent skills, so like Speed Infusion, Sharp Eyes, Combat Orders, Advanced Blessing, stuff like that. And then there's class skills, like this is Luminous's class skill, so obviously I can't use it, but you can still get it. It's a random chance. And then when you're done opening all your cores, which we will be here soon, hopefully, you go talk to the core master in town, and you can enhance your cores that you want to actually use for your 5th job, and then you can disassemble ones that you either can't use or you don't want to use in order to make shards, which you can use to craft more nodes. And you have a little bit more control when you're crafting nodes, although you can't quite pick like the perfect combo for your enhancement cores. You can only pick 1 of 3, and then the other 2 are still randomized. But on that note, when looking at enhancement cores, the most important skill is the first one in that list of 3, which is the skill in the bottom left on the picture. That basically dictates what you can use to enhance that kind of core. So like, if I have Finale Ribbon as my first skill here, I can only enhance this core with other cores that have Finale Ribbon as their bottom left skill. You can only combine cores that have the same bottom left, and I keep calling them cores. You're just gonna have to deal with it. It's like here, if I had another one that had Dragon Master as the bottom left, I could combine this, but if it had like some other Evan skill, I wouldn't be able to fuse them. So that's very important, and you also can't equip enhancement cores that have the same bottom left skill. So like if I have 2 that have Wind Circle as the first skill, I can't wear both of them, I can only wear one of them. So with that in mind, you kind of have to like try and basically get the ideal combinations, which for some classes can be kind of hard. Like Evan has a lot of skills, as many people know, and you kind of have to like sift through what you actually use on a regular basis and what you don't need to figure out what kind of cores you want. I think I've got a very good setup right now, actually, which I'll go over when I'm done opening these. But I might just like cut it short. Yeah, once I get to 60, I'm just going to go ahead and go over the Evan stuff, because this is taking a while. So, another blink. Last one. Cool. Okay. I didn't go over those, but those are special nodes, which are typically not very good. But this is the node master in town. You just talk to him and say, I want to enhance or craft a node. And then he pulls up your entire library of nodes. So the ones highlighted in yellow are the ones I'm wearing, and I'll take this chance to go over what I think is the ideal combination for Evans. So there's 6 skills that I wanted to max as an Evan, and those 6 skills were Dragon Breath, Wind Circle, and as you can see, Wind Circle also applies to Wind Flash and Wind Breath. So that's all the fusion skills as well as the base Evan skill. And also Dragon Breath applies to the return flame that shows up on the ground when you use return. Also I wanted Earth Circle, Earth Breath, and Earth Dive. Earth Breath and Earth Dive. Earth Breath is really good for training. Dive is obviously the best damage in bossing if you can land all the hits. So that's why I wanted that. Wind Circle I mainly wanted for Wind Flash for mobbing, but Wind Breath is also good if you have the hyper point in it and your target is below whatever HP. Dragon Breath is obviously the second best DPS, so I wanted that, and then Return Flame helps with mobbing as well. So those are the first 3 of the 6, and then the other 3, well, 2 of the other 3 are Mana Burst, obviously it's your main attacking skill, and Dragon Flash, which is another Mer skill that you can use if either you don't have cooldown reduction for Dragon Breath to work well, or you don't like using Earth Dive, or you think it's not gonna hit the ideal number of attacks, then you can just use Dragon Flash. It's still pretty good DPS, so you don't lose too much, and I like having the flexibility, because in some bosses Earth Dive is just not very good, so I like having Dragon Flash as a backup. And then the last one I did, the 6th skill I chose, was Dragon Spark and Advanced Dragon Spark. The reason I chose that one instead of Magic Debris, which I don't know if I have a Magic Debris. Yeah, there you go. The second one there, Magic Debris and Enhanced Magic Debris, final damage. The reason I chose Sparking over Debris was because Sparking has a 3% final damage bonus per level, whereas Debris only has a 2%. They're both kind of marginal in terms of bossing. I think Spark probably does more in general in bossing, unless you're like really on top of your game with hitting Debris every time you max out at 15, which lately I have not been, so I sort of chose this for that. But if you train more, I think it's probably better to get Debris, because Debris can help a lot with training, but I don't think I really need the help, especially because I'm getting close to 250, so eventually that's going to become irrelevant. I mean, it'll be good for farming, but I think I would rather just have sparking damage, especially because it's a higher bonus. So those are the 6 skills, or yeah, the 6 skills that I chose to max. And so basically how this works is every core, or node rather, every node you can see has a number up here at the top. So this one says 7. That's the level of the node, and it dictates the bonus damage that you get on the 3 skills, and for like actual skills it dictates the stats. But mainly looking at enhancement cores, or enhancement nodes here, the node level maxes out when you hit 25, so I'm at 7 out of 25 right now. But the skills themselves can go up to level 50. So that means that in order to max a single skill, you need to max out 2 nodes that have that skill. So if I wanted to max Dragon Breath, then I need to max 2 nodes that both have Dragon Breath in it. So what this means is, if you're ideal about it, it takes 2 nodes to max 3 skills, basically. So, like if I had a node that had Dragon Breath, Wind Flash, and Earth Dive or whatever, like this one, and then over here, if I only wanted to max these 3, I would need like Wind Flash Earth Breath, Earth Dive, or something. They couldn't have the same first skill, but the trio could be the same, basically. And then if I max those two, then all three of those skills would be level 50. So to max 6 skills, like I wanted to, you need a minimum of 4. And I got really lucky to get 4 that worked. So I have Dragon Breath here and Dragon Breath there. That's 2 for Dragon Breath. These also cover the Earth Circle, so that's 2 for Dragon Breath and Earth Circle. Here I have Wind Circle, as well as here I have Wind Circle, so that's 2 for Wind Circle. So that's 3 skills that can be maxed from this so far. Then we have Mana Burst both here and here, so that's 2 for Mana Burst. And then we have Dragon Flash here and here, so that's 2 for Dragon Flash. And then we have Sparking here and here, so that's 2 for Sparking. So I have 2 cores with each of the skills. So I got really lucky to have this set up. You don't need to go for like these exact cores, obviously. There's different permutations that work, but the general idea is that you want to max, or you want to have 2 cores of each skill, basically. And you want a rotation that makes that require as few nodes as possible. So it's a little complicated, but hopefully you understand. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Evan aspect of things. And then just operating the NPC here, so when you talk to him, you say I want to enhance or craft a node, he pulls up your library. And then if I'm like, I want to improve my decent sharp eyes, I will right click it and then click enhance. And I have another decent sharp eyes skill, or node, it's down here. And I can select that and use it to enhance the first one. And it gives me some EXP, and I actually ranked up, so now I'm level 2 with my sharp eyes. I don't remember what level this caps at. I think it was 10? Maybe? I'm not so sure. But yeah. And so, back to what I was saying earlier about enhancing the enhancement nodes. So say I want to enhance this one, I need to look for other nodes that have Earth Circle as the bottom left skill. So if I enhance, I have 4 of those, and I can use all of these to enhance that node. So there, I leveled up to 4, and when I level up, I get extra damage bonus on all of the skills, obviously. This might be enough to hit level 5. I'm not sure. I know there's like charts out there with the exact value. Oh, it is, okay. Yeah, I know there's charts out there with like the exact values, but I haven't really looked at it. I'm kind of just throwing whatever at the wall. See what sticks. Do I have anything for this? Only 1. Still rank 4. Only 1 for this one. Rank 3. How about for this? Nothing. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and enhance this. I'm just going to quickly enhance everything that I want to enhance. I don't know if it's even worth enhancing the rope, but why not? We'll do it. I don't think I really care about blink. Yeah, okay. So everything else here, now that I've used all the enhancements that I want to use, all of this other crap can be disassembled. Actually, let me check to see. Well, these expire, don't they? Yeah. So special nodes, I'll quickly go over these as well. They give like a random effect. Basically, most of them are not very good. There's some that are okay if you are like a hurricane class. Like, I think this one actually is the only one that's good if you're a hurricane class. It says 0.1%, but I'm pretty sure it's actually 1% because it procs pretty often, according to friends of mine who have been using it. But, yeah, so as you can see, grants a presumably 1% chance when attacking to increase boss damage by 50% for 10 seconds. So that's based on every single attack you get that chance. So if you have like a hurricane skill that does like 8 attacks every single second, then that's going to proc very often. So you can basically keep it up as much as is possible. But as you can see, they all have like an expiration date, which I don't really understand why that's there. I guess just so you can't like get one and then be done. But that seems kind of dumb because most of these are like really bad. Like grants a 1% chance when attacking to recover 10% HP, activates once every 10 seconds. Like, that's really not good compared to all the other skills you can use. And since you have a limited number of slots, I just don't think it's worth using any of these. But on the bright side, they give like a really high amount of shards when you disassemble. I think it's 40? Oh, 50. Dang. Okay. So that's the next part of this guide, I suppose. Disassembling, you just right click again, but instead of enhancing, you want to disassemble. And you say yes, and it gets rid of the node and gives you node shards, which are shown right here. And then you can use node shards to go into crafting. So there's a few options you have here. You could just craft another Nodestone, and the ones that you craft, like if I make one, I don't actually want to do this because it's a waste in my opinion. But if you say yes to this, he'll give you a tradable Nodestone that you can either use if you wanted, or you could sell on the free market. The ones that drop from mobs, I'll just hover over this again, they are not tradable. They are movable with an account. So if you want to make tradable ones, you have to come to this guy, use all your untradable ones, disassemble everything, go to node crafting, and then craft Nodestone if you want to make tradable ones. But we don't want to do that right now because I don't really care about making money off of this. The main function of this crafting is to basically better your odds of finding good trios of skills. Or if you had like a certain decent skill that you wanted, you could craft that. Or if you wanted to work on your main attack skill, you could do that. Or the bind or whatever. You can basically craft any skill. You just have to type in the name. So like, I'll just use Mana Burst for example, because I could use a few of those. So I type in mana, shows you the mage common skill, which I think is really garbage and not worth using, period. And then Mana Burst. So if I craft a Mana Burst core, what happens is this becomes the bottom left skill, and then it gives me a random 2 other skills. So you can kind of tailor the trio to be sort of what you want it to be, because you know the bottom left is the most important since you can't have duplicates and since it's what you want to fuse. But you can't choose the other 2, so you can't pick like the perfect combo. Basically, you have to get lucky and get it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and craft one of these. Obviously, that's not a good core to use, but now I can go back to view my nodes, and since I crafted Mana Burst as the bottom left, I can use this to enhance. And that should make me level 5? Yeah, cool. And then I guess I'll use Dragon Sparking. I want to keep these kind of even, so I'll do Dragon Spark next. So type in Dragon, and capitals do matter here. Dragon Spark. Craft. I'm just going to craft a few of these. Oh, I gotta click it every time. Enhancement cores, when you craft them, as you can see, require 70 shards. If you want to make like a real skill, which I guess I'll do the bind. Crap, what's that called? Erda Nova? Okay. I'll just make an Erda Nova. I'll type Erda. Okay. I'll craft one. So this one takes 140. I think all of the decent skills also require 140. I'm not sure if the class skills are the same way. Elemental, Barrage, Craft. Yeah, also 140. Okay. So the skills are 140. The enhancement cores are 70. I think you can craft special nodes, boss. You shouldn't ever craft these because they're stupidly expensive and they're not very good and they expire. So don't do that. That's a bad idea. But, you know, if you wanted to waste your shards, you could, I guess. I'm just quickly going to make more sparking. I don't know how many I've made, but whatever. And we'll go ahead and enhance that some more. Up to level 4. Oh. Wrong. Oh, it moved. Okay. I guess they sort it by level. Will this put me at 6? Is it like just 2 per? Oh. Maybe it is just 2 per. I don't know if the curve ever gets like hard. or if it just stays like easy the whole time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think first you probably want to focus on the enhancement skills, just because obviously you're getting damage out of it. Evan's 5th job skill, I haven't really talked about it much because I really don't like it. It's not good, to say the least about it. Even when it's maxed, it's not good. I mean, it's obviously better than it is right now, but it's still not good. So I'm gonna save that for last, probably. I might even max the decent skills before that. Not really sure. I definitely want to get the bind maxed, and actually I made something for that, so let's do that. Is that level 2? Hey, we did it. Less cooldown. Nice. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble all these, but you don't want to watch that because that's boring. So thanks for watching, and I hope this guide was at least a little bit informative. I know it can be a really confusing system, but tried my best to make it simple. So if you have any more questions about optimal Evan skills, obviously this is a little subjective. Like, you could swap out Sparking for Debris, it probably wouldn't matter too much. You could swap out Flash for Thunder Dive if you wanted. I mean, I personally wouldn't. Thunder Dive's not very good, but it's your call. This is just what I think is the best setup, at least for someone who doesn't. I mean, I train a lot, but I don't think I really need the Debris for training. Like, I don't think I need the damage on Debris for training, basically. And I would rather have the Sparking because it's a higher damage amount, and the rest are pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, you want Earth Circle because both Earth Breath and Earth Dive are very good for training and bossing, respectively. And then the rest, pretty much the same situation. I mean, Mana Burst is a given. It's the Evan skill that you're using constantly. Like, I think the only one that's really up for grabs here would be Sparking. And I think the only reasonable thing to switch it with would be Debris. So, you could swap that out if you wanted. It's totally your call. But this is the combo that I plan on running, especially because I got really lucky with the cores. So, like, I'm not gonna look at Gift Horse in the mouth on that one. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.